Hey y'all, have you heard about the show? It's about this seemingly ordinary family, the Barnetts, who adopt a sweet little girl with dwarfism named Natalia Grace. Sounds heartwarming, right? Well, hold on to your hats, because this story takes a wild turn. The Barnetts later claimed Natalia wasn't a child at all, but an adult pretending to be one. Can you believe that? They even went so far as to legally change her age from 8 to 22 and then, get this, left her to live on her own. Talk about a family drama. This case is seriously messed up and it's got everyone talking. Natalia says one thing, the Barnetts say another, and the truth seems lost somewhere in the middle. It's like a real-life soap opera, but with way higher stakes. And the craziest part is that none of this is made up for TV. It's all based on real people and real events, which makes it even more shocking. So let's break down the drama, shall we? The Barnetts claim that Natalia was terrorizing their family. They said she threatened their other children and acted in disturbing ways that made them fear for their safety. They even said she tried to poison Christine. Yikes! But Natalia tells a very different story. She says the Barnetts were the abusers, not her. Natalia claims they physically and emotionally abused her, hitting her with a belt and even pepper spraying her. She says they were the monsters, not her. It's a classic case of he said, she said, and it's impossible to know for sure whose version of events is true. But one thing's for sure, someone isn't telling the whole story. Now, about that whole age change thing. The Barnetts claim they found a bloody tampon, which led them to believe Natalia was much older than she claimed. They also pointed to her adult-like physical characteristics as evidence. They even got some doctors to back them up. So they went to court and had her age legally changed from 8 to 22. Can you imagine being told you're suddenly an adult? After the age change, the Barnetts, shockingly, left Natalia to fend for herself in an apartment. Natalia says the apartment wasn't even accessible for someone with dwarfism. It's heartbreaking to think about this young woman, whether she was 8 or 22, being left to navigate the world alone. It's just plain wrong. This whole mess, of course, ended up in court. Christine and Michael Barnett were charged with neglecting a dependent. The trial was a media circus, with everyone eager to hear the truth. In the end, Michael was acquitted, and the charges against Christine were dropped. So, legally speaking, they were off the hook. But the court of public opinion is a whole other story. People were outraged by the Barnetts' actions, regardless of the legal outcome. How could they abandon a child, even one they believed was an adult? The case sparked a national conversation about adoption, disability rights, and the responsibility we have to care for the most vulnerable among us. The story of Natalia Grace and the Barnetts has been told and retold in countless articles, documentaries, and now a docuseries called. This docuseries features interviews with both Natalia and Michael Barnett, each sharing their side of the story. It's a fascinating and disturbing look at a family torn apart by secrets and lies. In a surprising turn of events, Michael Barnett actually apologized to Natalia in the docuseries. He said he regretted not protecting her. Christine and Michael are now divorced, which, let's be honest, isn't that surprising. The series ends on a somewhat positive note, with Natalia surrounded by her new adoptive family, the Manns family, and reading positive social media comments about her story. It seems like she's finally found a place where she belongs. This whole saga is a wild ride, and it's a reminder that things aren't always what they seem. It's a story about family, betrayal, and the power of truth. And while we may never know the whole truth about what happened in the Barnett household, one thing's for sure. Natalia Grace is a survivor. She's overcome incredible adversity and come out stronger on the other side. And that's a story worth celebrating.